I took my first dance class when I was in first grade. So I was about maybe 7. And my first class was it was a combination ballet and tap. So half of our dance recital was using the tap shoes and the other half wasn't. But it was actually the only tap class I've ever taken. And we wore these pink fuzzy outfits for our recital. And this was in a studio in Huntsville, Alabama. And from then I kept taking classes until all throughout my elementary school and high school. And I just took one class a week. I was never on the competition team. So it was just a fun outlet for me to do. I never played sports. And my brothers were super into soccer and baseball. They did everything. And they were always making fun of me. They're like, dance isn't a sport, but I think it is. And I really enjoyed taking dance class, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to start when I was younger. My parents were born in Cuba, and my mom came over when she was 3, and my dad was 7. And anyway, they moved to Miami, Florida, and then from there we moved to Huntsville after my parents got married and had me, and but they have always been huge salsa dancers, and so I've always watched them growing up and been like, oh my gosh, they're so good, how I want to be like them, I want to do that, I want to learn. And so they kind of always just sort of taught me, and I would dance at our family get-togethers and parties and things, but I was never huge on that. And in Huntsville, Alabama, there isn't much salsa dancing anyway, but when I came to Spring Hill, me and my roommate took Zumba back home, and that incorporates salsa, merengue, cumbia, and reggaeton, which are all different Latin dance styles. And so yeah, we came to the Hill, and there wasn't Zumba offered in the gym, so we were like, well, why don't we look into that and see what we can do about it. And so we ended up getting trained and got our certification, and we started Zumba classes here on the Hill, and it's been a fun, really fun process, and I've enjoyed it very much, especially since I want to be a teacher. You're teaching dance, and it's definitely been a learning experience. Educating people about dance has been really cool. I think it's important culturally when it comes to Latin dance. People associate more food with culture, but I think there's definitely more to it, and having the dance aspect is really cool. And to see, especially in Zumba, because all of the different styles are from different countries. Salsa is from Cuba, and reggaeton is from, it was invented in Puerto Rico, I think, and merengue is from the Dominican Republic. And so but there's a history to everything. Cumbia was a dance that originated in the Dominican Republic, and there's one dance move that you're dragging your leg, and it was said to start because of the slaves who came from Africa to the Dominican Republic. They would dance with the chains on their legs, and so it was really cool to see how it originated like that, and it goes way back. But yeah, I think it's just a different way to learn about culture. I'd say it's valued. I guess when it comes to children having the opportunity to take dance classes, it's definitely out there for them. And I've seen more and more with the Zumba classes, there's Zumba for kids, there's Zumba for the elderly, there's Zumba, aqua Zumba in the water. Now there's like Zumba for babies and their moms. And so it's like growing so that everyone has like access to it and everyone has their own, I guess, flavor. But I think that especially for elementary kids, they they bring that program into the schools, and like they're getting, some schools don't have recess anymore, and so like PE is like that's all they have. And so I think that getting kids more physically active is very important, and it's very good for their health. And dance is just another way to do that, and it's fun. It's not so so intense, and like for kids who don't, or girls or boys who don't want to play sports, like dancing is an option.
Because you want to be a teacher, do you think that you would incorporate dance or Zumba in your classroom somehow?
Yes, I would love to do that. And even if it's just like a morning warm-up, like a daily warm-up of the day or something, just like have a song, just to get them up and moving, or during the middle of the day as a break. Because, yeah, the physical activity is very important. And then just the whole bringing that value to dance, and like educating kids on the culture. My parents are definitely, it's like all salsa. But this summer I actually went back and we did some salsa dancing there's like a college UAH salsa group that they offer lessons, and they have salsa nights at like different locations around town. And we attended one of those, but they played what's called bachata music, which is a completely different style, and I never learned how to dance it, but it was really cool to learn that. But as far as, with my family, it's mostly salsa and maybe some merengue, which is more like just like hip shaking. Probably merengue, because the step is not so like as complicated, so you can like more add your own little style to it. Well, being Cuban, it's definitely like connecting me back to my roots, and it's just making me more just educated on dance in general. And I danced for 11 years, and I didn't think, it's like I'm not gonna join, I don't think I'll join the dance team. But I still wanted to keep dancing. But it's important to me because of the culture, and it's a part of me, and and I just love educating people in general and sharing my culture with them.
What would you say to get someone to come try your Zumba class on campus if they've never been before?
Well, it's a lot of fun, and it's, that's like one of the first things I tell people. I'm like, don't worry about if you can't get the step, like just keep moving, have fun. We're here to have fun, but we're like in the process, we're burning calories we don't even know we are. Like Zumba always talks about how they burn like 1,000 calories per class. And I've never actually like timed it or on a watch to see, but yeah, I always get the whole but like you're gonna laugh at me. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna laugh at you. Like, we're all here to have a blast. And